Hey everyone, this is Greg Johnson, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the cause and the effect on your lifestyle. And I'm going to be going into some mega depth on, the reasons why you got into the position you're in. And it's all to do with kind of little things over a long space of time that are causing you to be in a place where you're struggling to get out of it, and what the challenges are and what the strategies are to get out of this position you're in. Okay, so what we need to be thinking of when we are making long-lasting changes to lifestyle is the cause and effects. And basically, when people want to change their lifestyle, they normally experience some sort of pain. It could be emotional pain, it could be physical pain, and that's when they normally take action. Okay. Now, what you need to remember is it's taken you years, well, maybe months or maybe years of conditioning your body and your mind in a certain way that's got you into this position right now. So you have to be okay with spending the same amount of time in fixing that problem. So what I mean by this is if it's taken you a year to get into the position you're in right now, then you have to be willing to spend a year or more to get yourself out of it. There is no point in entering a complete lifestyle change and expecting to do that in 4 weeks or a week, or doing some sort of detox that, for example, you put on 8 pounds, then you do like some really quick fix diet and you drop 8 pounds, and then you go back to your normal way of eating, and then you put on the 8 pounds, and then you do a detox again and you drop 8 pounds. You're literally just stuck in this like yo-yo effect. You're not educating yourself, you're not creating long-lasting change. So you need to be making small steps all the time. Yes, you can get good results in 12 weeks, but there literally is no point in getting results in 12 weeks if you're not going to sustain them, either sustain them or build on them. Okay, whenever I work with a client, I always look at the amount of time it's taken that client to get into this position and be really honest on how long it's going to take them to get out of it. Yes, I can get good results really fast for my clients, but at the end of the day, if that client is doing 12 weeks with me and is hating every single part of it, what's going to happen when they finish those 12 weeks? They're going to go back to their old patterns and they're going to go back into their old ways. So you need to be looking at something that you're going to be enjoying, that's going to be sustainable. You need to be treating nutrition as something that's going to fuel your body to make you feel good and make you feel like you've got good energy. It doesn't have to feel like rabbit food. It doesn't have to feel like an absolute chore. You can make really healthy dishes in a long-term way for results. So that's how we need to look at lifestyle changes. It's very small steps. Okay, I've been doing this 10 years now. I've been transforming my lifestyle for 10 years, and I'm always looking for new ways in which I can feel better, have more energy, and new ways of training. I'm not really looking for these kind of instant 12-week transformations in myself. I've conditioned myself. It's a long-term journey, and it's small steps, and it's bettering yourself every single week, every single day, every single hour. Whether that's self-development, whether that's going to the gym, whether that's eating in a better way, in a different way, trying different things out. But I will never treat anything as a week or a month. It is always ongoing. So tiny little steps. Those tiny little steps will eventually start adding up, and before you know it, you're completely conditioning yourself for long-term changes. Okay. After a year, 2 years, 3 years, you're literally a different person. Okay. So if you're looking for that quick fix, fine. If it's educational and it's going to continue you onto a journey, but if it's a quick fix and you've been there before and you keep doing that one thing, and then you go on holiday and you ruin it all, and then that triggers off these old habits again, and then before you know it, 6 months later, you're in the same position, maybe worse. You've really got to get some help, and you really need to get the right sort of information. So you're going to build some foundations and get these little steps, get on these little steps on the ladder of changing your lifestyle. It really is that simple. I'm going to be moving on to point number 2. So I'm going to move on, find a new location, get my mind flowing. Okay, step number 2 is you need to be surrounded by like-minded people. Now, as I said in my last point, in point number 1, is you need to be very, very kind of congruent with yourself on how long it's taken you to get into this position. Maybe it's been a year, maybe it's been 2 years, maybe even longer. And you need to be kind of feeling good about the journey ahead, you know, feeling good that you're going to be doing a year's transformation work on yourself. And being surrounded by like-minded people is the easiest way to get there, because if you're doing it on your own, you'll do it for 7 days and you won't have that support and accountability, and you'll start to get them negative patterns, them negative mindset patterns back into your life. You'll start hanging around with the people that got you into that position in the first place. You need to completely have a clean slate and get with people who are on the same journey as you. This is so important, something I really, really stress about in my group training programs, that everybody helps and supports each other. Because if you do 6 weeks on a training program and you're getting some really great results, and you have like a week, maybe a week of negative mindset and, you know, slipping into some bad habits, hanging around with people you used to hang around with, or going on holiday with those people that, you know, drink a lot and eat loads of chips and things like that. You know, if you just have a week off, you know exactly when you get back, you're going to get back on track again. So you're never really going to hit that kind of, you know, that ground zero again. Even if you had that just week of a lull, you're going to get back on track again. And that's because you're going to be surrounded by like-minded people. This is absolute key. It keeps it fun, it keeps it fresh. You know, everybody's on the same journey. So that's step number 2, such an important step on any kind of transformational journey. So the first thing you need to look at is, if you're joining a gym, or if you're doing some sort of group training program, or even a private training program, have a look at whether they actually give you a support and accountability system where you're surrounded by people who are on the same journey as you. Because I know myself, when I used to go to gyms, it wasn't really there. So this is something I heavily do in my group training programs. Even my lifestyle programs and my nutrition programs, I always create a group where people post their results and they're always helping each other out. It is absolute key to success. So I hope that really helps you guys, and I will speak to you soon.